Welcome to another exciting edition of Are You Garbage? The show where you find out if your favorite comedians are classy individuals or absolute trash. Now, here are your hosts, Kevin Ryan and H. Foley.
Hey, everybody out there, and welcome back to everybody's favorite podcast. This is Are You Garbage?
You got it.
It's a little show we sit there with your favorite comedians, and we find that they're good to be classy.
Yeah.
But they're just a big old piece of trash.
Trash.
I'm your host, H. Foley, coming at you on a beautiful day. We're out back here at Tootie's in the new edition, but I'm going to tell you folks that because you're the motherfucking homies. For a little bonus episode on the old Patreon. The boys are fucking back.
The boys are back in town. Big man landed about fucking 2 hours ago and came right to the studio.
Goddamn, that's right.
Smelling like Biscoff cookies. Let's go.
Whee! Two of the hottest flight attendants I've ever seen in my life.
Couple of jack dudes.
I can say that. Shout out to Rod and Tony over there at Delta. My co-host is coming at you from across the table. He is the CEO of Are You Garbage? He's my best pal in the whole wide world. I don't care about me. I love him. Kevin James Ryan. Everybody.
What up, gang? Shout out to the motherfucking homies, dog. The lifeblood of the organization. We fucking love you.
The final chapter.
The boots on the ground. That we're putting the wedding to bed and starting next week with the divorce proceedings.
Speaking of putting to bed, huh? Ooh, you would have been proud of me.
Yeah.
For about a half a minute.
I still don't think so, if I'm being honest. I still don't think I'd be wowed with you and your long ass crack going. Boy got a long ass.
Woo, nuts that can knock over a building. Swinging like Notre Dame. Dong, dong, dong.
Well, I'm happy. I'm happy for you. Let's, all right. So, I mean...
Let's get into it. So last we left you yesterday was the day before the wedding.
No, it was the day of the wedding.
Day of the wedding.
It was hours before. We were literally hit pause, and we had to go get ready.
Yes. You guys left the next day. I can fill you in on the comings and goings of the remainder of the week.
Sure. I would like to say I am.
Hold on.
Okay.
Let's start off. What'd you guys think of the wedding?
Blown away. Proper, blown away. Still doesn't really hit me that it was your. At one point, I was probably about 4 or 5 drinks deep at this point.
Goddamn open bar.
They were closing that thing left and right. I don't know if you got eyes on that.
Closing?
Yeah, we're going to close until the buffet open. Hey, we're going to close. We're actually closed. I was told it was closed right now 3 times.
Are you serious?
I almost said, my best friend's paying good money for this, and he don't have it.
They were serving everybody.
Nah, they closed a couple of times.
I got rejected, yeah.
At each time they closed.
What? What do you mean? No one told me this.
Happened.
They close. I think it's like a crowd management thing where they're like, hey, everybody's got to go seat. We're doing the entrances.
Oh, okay.
So we close the bar because otherwise,
you'd be hanging out at the bar.
Otherwise, they know where I'd be. Luke looks nervous right now.
There's like a crazy drilling sound going on right now.
Where?
Oh, there is. You can feel it in the building. We're back. We're not sure what it is, but I'm pretty sure it's not being picked up in the audio. The building is shaking. That's what we'll keep you updated.
You know, when we left,
it feels like they're coring or something.
When we left Hawaii yesterday, there was F-22s doing maneuvers over the airport. I don't mean they were just flying around. This fucking dude was hitting the brakes and doing all that shit that they do all around the airport.
Yeah,
there's something's coming. There's something going on.
Okay. I was proper shocked. proper shocked at how beautiful. I mean, at one point, like I said, couple bevies deep, celebration. My best pal getting married.
Sure.
I go out, catch a heater, right? And I walk back in, and let me give you a little rundown on what the big man did. Got there about 4:15, 4:30. Everybody started. Let's say the ceremony started at 4:30. Just
ceremony right there,
right on the water.
Lani Koanua in Koalina, Oahu.
I was telling everybody.
If you know, you know.
I was telling everybody was in because people were like, oh, because who you here? What are you doing? I'm like, my best.
Kokomo.
My best friend's getting married, and they're like, where? And I kept the Johnny Kehoe Bay or what is it? Well, that's what I kept.
Kaneohe Bay.
Kaneohe
It's on the
Bay.
other side of the island.
That's what I kept saying. Everybody kept going, nobody was like, cool. Everybody was going,
The Cliffs of Moher.
At some point, I
He's
kept,
getting married in Mordor.
I kept going, I was like, I don't think this is, nobody reacted positively.
Quite the spread, huh?
So listen, 4 o'clock, whatever. Just soft bullet point. 4 o'clock, you get there. 4:15, everybody starts sitting down.
How'd you get there?
I on your party bus.
Right.
It only cost me $180 in beers that you said you weren't drinking, and then started shotgunning on the way
That's
there.
a nice bag that you got.
Yeah.
It's coming back. I got it being sent over here as we speak.
I think it was like $9. It was not worth the shipping.
That's a beautiful bag. You can use that for down the shore.
I'm not using that bag anywhere.
What?
I used it for what it was for.
You also left your fucking coaster there.
My what?
Your coaster.
Oh, yeah.
It's in my bag.
Okay.
I brought it back.
All right. Not supposed to
Throw it.
take anything from the island, you
Throw
fucking
it.
jerk off.
That coaster I had made. She had made. I paid for it.
I paid for
Her
it.
idea.
I got mine in the studio.
Thanks, pal. So go ahead.
4 o'clock, whatever. Let's just say we get there 4. You got some stuff going around. I'm not good with the link. That's like a different language over there. Obviously they speak it, but all the stuff of the island is like, kiku kaku fucking whatever, and I don't know nothing. And I don't like asking questions.
I'm not drinking kimchi. you had a
Champagne and a juice that I started combining doing snake bites. That was all right. That really took the bubbles out of the champagne.
what are you, an old detective? Like
It's something you can fucking shoot back.
That was a welcome cocktail.
Well,
Cocktails before the ceremony, ladies.
not a cocktail.
Champagne.
Champagne. Because I tried to get a cocktail, and they told me I tried to get a holy poly Foley, and they said no. So 4:30 ceremony starts. Call it. Right on the wall, right on the beach. Beautiful. I mean, like beautiful Roxborough.
Beautiful.
Right, as picturesque as you can picture. How
was my fit?
Fit was pretty solid.
That's all
Fit
right.
was pretty solid. By the way, 2 of your uncles, I think, they were wearing. Did you see the fucking Navy shirts those guys had on? They had Hawaiian shirts
Oh,
on.
yeah, the boys.
With their planes that I guess they fly or work on superimposed on. Dude, it was crazy. I was like, somebody tapped me in line. They were in front of us. I was like, damn, dude, that shirt's sick.
Shout out to the boys.
And he turns around and he's like, thanks, man. And their wives go, don't encourage them. I was like, nah, those things are fucking rad. Only one pair of jeans I saw, which was nice.
Sure.
Which will
I
happen.
think that was a local.
Sure.
Fringe.
You
know?
Fringe guy.
Fringe guy. You know?
That was a +1. So then let's call it, hey, ceremony starts at 4:30, ceremony's over at 4:45, whatever, nice, quick, clean, bada bing, bada boom. Big
You
man,
like the guy that married us?
big man cried. Didn't love him. Ever being honest?
Really?
Didn't love him.
No kidding. Luke?
A little much.
Little
Little
much. Little much.
Okay.
A little upset he didn't kick it to me a little.
You're standing there with a piece of paper in your hand. Who cried?
Hey, Big, you were crying.
I was crying.
Yeah.
Because she did good on the
Stub
makeup.
my toe. Goddamn folding
She
chair.
handed me the bill right before. Fuck!
Also, couple of hot broads walking around.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Hawaiian broads in tight dresses. I felt like I was at Hawaii by night. Nah, I'm kidding. She has a very beautiful group of family and friends.
Beautiful people.
Yeah, it was great. So whatever, let's say starts at 4:30, 4:45, it's over. Everybody walks out. Little cocktail hour. Bars open at that point.
How'd you think she looked coming down?
She looked great. Everything was.
You like the quartet? The strings going?
I great touch. Great touch. I'm gonna say everything was honestly flawless, except them cutting me off at one point. No, everything was flawless, man. I can't think of one thing that.
Let's talk about the cocktail hour.
All right, so cocktail.
Did you notice
hour.
we walked out to Rocky? The Rocky theme.
I think I did. Trash bag. That was the first time a string quartet.
Keeping it real.
You're in sweats.
I punched Tommy in the face. Cocktail hour.
I would have dressed
sunset.
up like Mickey. That could have been good. You know what I mean? That could have been my role.
Man, you're really trying to shoehorn yourself into the act, huh?
Yeah, I'm a goddamn entertainer. Let me get the bass
I
or
look over,
something.
you dressed like Apollo Creed in 4. You got the fucking USA shorts on.
I'm doing this real quick. Skipping my feet.
Get over it. It's done.
Buddy, you're not in this.
Lounge is set
I
up.
know, but later.
Lounge is set up on the coast.
Yeah, hold on.
Big ground.
So big beautiful ground. As picturesque as you can pick. Green, like putting grass, like you said, it's like a putting green grass right up to a wall where there's like a little old stone wall, about 20 yards of beach or so. Ocean, beautiful, fucking sea lions hanging out in the back.
Yeah,
and
sea
shit.
lions out there.
Yeah. How much you pay for them?
They weren't cheap. It's my old girlfriend. Trying to break it up.
So 4:45 it starts. Let's just call it 5 o'clock is the sunset or whatever. 5:10. So at 5 o'clock it starts. Orange right down the barrel, huge. You go over, you take your pickies, you do your this, your that, you get your heaters.
Sure.
It was very, very, very good. And then cocktail hour was what, an hour, so 40 minutes. Past hors d'oeuvres. Man, Luke had a couple holy poly Foleys in them or whatever those drinks
Holy
were called.
moly Foley.
Holy moly Foleys.
He kept calling them that, and I'm like, shut up. Just go get the fucking blue one or whatever.
Hers were
Howdy.
hers was an ube martini and was called You Be Crazy.
Yeah.
Thought that was pretty cute. Holy moly Foley and then the Georgie for Key Cat.
Yeah. That was real cute.
Bowl of milk.
And a collar. Patty was on one. Oh, I forgot. Remember she started dancing with me?
I got a video of it.
I forgot about that. All the guys are like, get out of here. What are you doing?
What do you mean?
To me, act like I'm like feeling her up or something. I said, this old broad's got her hands all over me.
Grabbing.
But I mean, at one point, I walked out for a heater. I'd come back. The sun had already set, so now it's dark. Then that's the real show. A little, the lights come on over where the seating area and the dance floor and
String lights up in the tree, palm trees.
palm trees. Then everything's
Plus
just like
the DJ had his fucking lights set up out
everything
there.
was. There was like lights out over by the tables, the lounge. It was just like very. I love that like lighting architecture where you're like it's all very thought out.
Mm-hmm.
And I walked in and I went. I was pretty drunk, but I went. Who the fuck is getting married here? It was like. And I was like, I go, oh, fucking Foley. This is Foley's fucking wedding. This is crazy. This is like a fucking Brad Pitt wedding. And I went, how the fuck is he paying for this thing?
I got $4,000.
And I literally went,
I got nothing. I'm done.
It was kind of funny because we were getting ready to leave, and he came back. He's like, you guys can't forget, you got rent when we get back in January. And Luke's like, you're worried about rent? Like, you're living a crazy life.
I'm jammed up, dog.
Jesus.
That's where you just want me, right? You want me with a gun to the back of my head right there.
I mean, not on
I'm right there.
Not spinning plates on the 5th.
Because the family got concerned because I switched from the American Express card to $50 bills pretty quick after the wedding. I went through that like fucking...
Hove and B?
I wonder who's the guy Johnny Depp played?
I don't know. You're lagged,
John
man.
Dillinger.
Okay.
All right, whatever.
You're jet lagging.
You're jet lagging, dog.
That too.
They're rubbing off on me. All right. Yeah, what were for the listener out there, flawless, beautiful.
Thank you.
It hit me, and I said I came up and I gave you a big hug at one point because I went like, it's crazy.
Get your hands off of me.
I'm grabbing her, too. I'm like, it's crazy that me and you have created something that's allowed for this to happen. Like, it's... That was like, we might as well been on the moon.
Shout out to the homies.
Shout out to the homies and the bows. I mean, it was like a very fucking... It was just like a moment of like, what the fuck, man? Like... I got married the week this show started. I got married at City Hall in a basement with 35, and then had our thing in a basement for like $2,800.
It couldn't have gone the whole time. Just couldn't have gone better than we imagined it. And dude, we stressed about this. We argued about this. We fought about this. The fucking this, the that. All that stuff went away. It couldn't have been more perfect the entire week that everybody was there. Everybody got along. All the young kids in her family were hanging out with the young kids in our family.
It's great.
They went out later.
Clubbing.
No, they went out like a couple days later. They all met up for the city lights over at City Hall.
Nice.
Everybody intermixed. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, really cool.
Yeah.
It was great. I was, like I said, flabbergasted.
I genuinely, from the bottom, I can't thank the homies enough. I can't thank you guys enough for fucking being there. It was a really special thing.
Mm-hmm.
A real eye-opener for me. You know?
What? You should start saving money?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's one thing.
Yeah.
Just,
Now, is there this thing because
growing up.
This was the biggest, and like, I know what the answer, I know what the real life answer is going to be, but like, this is the biggest thing that you've worried about for a year.
Yeah.
Now that it's over, you should have nothing to worry about. Does that make sense?
Does it?
That makes 100%. I just got to get out of the, I want to make sure, now you're here, it went off without a hitch. What's the next?
Went off without a hitch.
There shouldn't be a thing you should worry about at all. That's not how the brain works, but.
Sure.
Without
a hitch.
Go back to that. You were so worried. Your only main concern for a year was this wedding. Nothing else mattered. And now that's over, so nothing should matter in the grand scheme of things. That's how you got to look at these big events a little bit.
Yeah.
To try to clear up some fucking some anxiety bandwidth.
Sure. There's always something else to focus on and worry about.
That's the anxiety. No, what I'm saying. Focus on and worry about are two different things.
I got to put some money away for. I got to fucking, do.
For? Like, what are you getting shipped off to war right away? I got to make sure my baby's set when I
got to really start taking care of my health. I'm aware of that.
Both boys are off heaters at the moment.
Off the heaters.
Not at the moment. I'm for good. I'm clean out of here. I'm 8 days clean out of here. I've been off the fucking, I'm trying to,
Have you had a Zyn?
No.
Really?
I'm going to buy a pack. Well, I've been, dude, I got a lot. I've been fucking sick. Bad. Man. Down bad.
You got jammed up. I talked to Tommy, too. God love him. Tommy Cassidy did the week in Hawaii, got on a plane, drove down to fucking Roxborough, spent fucking Christmas in that insane asylum, and then drove like 6 hours
to upstate New York
to his broad's house. And he was up there, I think, until like yesterday.
Crazy.
And then drove back.
Dude,
it's crazy.
For the listener, that we're recording this Saturday, right? So this comes out tomorrow. Like, this is literally going
hot and fresh, dog.
Straight to fucking the editor to fucking get up, and this is going up tomorrow morning. This will be up in fucking 8 hours or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I talked to you on like Thursday. And you're like, yeah, just getting back from the beach. I'm like, it's insane that you're still in Hawaii. I feel like I've lived 500 lives since I've left Hawaii, and you're still there. Like, dude, it was insane to me.
Dude, I went snorkeling like 3 times.
Crazy.
Just going out on the boat and just diving in and swimming around. It's crazy.
It's great.
Zero fear, zero nothing. The one day...
You're a whole new man.
The one day...
Married Foley.
The one day we did it on the one side of the island, my cousin... one that was getting all banged up. He does.
That narrows it down.
He does like snorkeling. Like he has the gear. So at this one beach in Kailua, there was always these little black spots out there. I just thought they were like lava rocks or something. Slap the goggles on. We're out there. It's all coral.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking eels, octopus, all this shit's out there. Dude, we go over to this point, and they're everywhere. He's like, come on, let's go. I'm like, all right. And he's like ahead of me. Dude, I got into this alleyway of just like a wall of coral and fucking, it was like walking through a town in the Old West. Like where like the doors would shut.
People would pop out
Dude,
while eyeballs looking at you.
It was,
310 to Yuma.
I could see a 300-pound fucking shark coming at me at any second out of the darkness. I got so scared because
could they.
It was it was just this long alleyway, and I was scared to swim over the coral because it was like almost to the height of the waterline.
You didn't have clearance.
Ripped my stomach open.
Mm-hmm.
So I just had to fucking dig it out. Fucking finally found the way out. Quick alley, shot down the street, back on the beach.
Sure.
Yeah. It was wild. It was unbelievable, honestly.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, it was. I was shocked at Yeah, at the execution of everything.
How great was Duke's Beach? That beach in Waikiki where we all were out in the water. The one in front of Duke's.
Yeah.
That's like, how much better does it get than that? That was like fucking powdered sugar sand. We were out like fucking 50 yards. Just swimming around and goofing around.
Yeah, it was a good time.
All the kids were playing with each other. They all loved it. They won't shut up.
Oh, Hawaii? Yeah, of course. What the fuck are you talking about? They all loved it. Yeah, it wasn't Dover, Delaware. Fucking toothless hillbillies.
That'll be the next one.
Yeah, I was able. I don't know if you saw that. Like, I mean, my phone started blowing up once. American Airlines grounded all flights the day I was traveling or whatever, and everybody's like,
what was that all about?
Kippy's gonna be pissed.
That was an attack, right?
Volcano, I thought.
What?
The volcano?
Wasn't there a volcano that went off?
No, it was some kind of cyber attack or something.
I don't know. Isn't that crazy? We just, it could have been a cyber attack. Just keep it moving. I don't know.
And then you got sick when you got back.
I do. So, like I said, so I landed JFK Christmas Eve morning. How do you like this? Fucking starving when I land.
Okay.
I'm fucking.
But feed you on the plane?
Yeah, I don't like the breakfast. It's always like this fucking whack ass something that's just like.
It's a whack sandwich.
Give me a bagel or it's never a sandwich. It's like, it's like 3 raspberries and a microwave asshole. It's just never good. It's never like a breakfast. It's never like a fucking like 2 links of sausage. It's like a European breakfast.
Gotcha.
Fucking kick rocks. USA last.
I had a real cowboy flying back, Navy guy.
So I go to what is it called, like Pete's or something?
Pete's Coffee.
Pete's Coffee.
Where are you, JFK?
Yeah.
Okay.
JFK.
Yeah, I know it.
Which is weird landing and not having to go through like customs because you're like you're just like conditioned to be such a long flight. You're like, I can just leave. I'm just into the fucking world now. That's crazy. I flew back with Tommy and his lady. And Tommy's like, I'll see you in JFK. I was like, later, dude. Fuck that. I am not waiting for you to get from the back of the fucking plane, dog.
Zone 28.
I'm out later. Not crapping him.
Tommy said he had the best time of his life.
He did. So I go over and I'm like, can I get I'm like, hey, can I get a bagel with cream? I was just gonna get like a bagel with cream cheese.
Are you feeling sick yet?
No, I'm just I'm fucking ragged.
This is the 24th.
This is the 24th. Ragged.
I love yous.
So I go, can I get a bagel with cream cheese? Just thinking like something I can like just kind of fucking just get my fucking head on. It'll take 2 minutes to eat, get my head on straight. He goes, you got to use the keypad. There's like a kiosk pad. I go, all right. So I enter it. I go, bagel with cream cheese. And he goes, do you want it toasted? And I'm like, nah, I'm not a toasted cream cheese guy.
Trying to wolf this down.
And he goes, all right. So I pay, and then I'm waiting there. He goes, just grab the bagel. I'm like, I didn't see it. Like the case opens towards me. So I'm like, all right. So like I put the bagel in the bag, and then he just hands me a cream cheese and goes, have a good day. I'm like, what the fuck? I just bought the parts of the sandwich?
Jesus.
This is fucked up.
I need it sliced.
Slice it, fucking, you go, put in a bag, couple of napkins. I got all the parts in my hands. I'm running to get away from Tommy. I don't want him catching me.
Was it one of those cups of Philadelphia cream cheese?
Yeah.
Those stink.
Dogs.
That's not enough cream cheese.
No, it's not. Also, like, it doesn't work with the knife, and then, like, the rip and the dip doesn't work because they're typically too cold. It's just not a good application.
Jam you up.
It's got to be like a mayo thing.
Yeah.
I did feel bad about that a little bit.
What?
Just, my
Jamming everyone
activity.
up?
My activities on the 25th and the 26th. And knowing you guys were traveling, running around.
So everything was all right. I got back.
Because I had 2 or 3 proper fucked up days. Just fucked up.
I'm sure you did.
Just waking
Must
up.
be nice.
Waking up, having breakfast with a fucking Mai Tai.
I got a call at like 1 p.m. at one point. Like 1 in the afternoon, your time. It was like 5 or 6, and you're like, "How you doing?" I'm like, nothing. I'm going through a tunnel.
I tried to pitch you the movie.
Yeah. Oh, listen, where are you at? I could just like picture you walking away from your family to still wet from the ocean or whatever to make this phone call.
That bathing suit that you saw in the episode yesterday and the episode
just
last
came
week,
off.
That goddamn thing, man.
That thing's been peed in a bunch.
Dude. The butt smell on that.
Oh.
I had two, but I ripped. I had a nice. Who's it? Bernard Yard. With the whale. Who's the whale?
Vineyard Vines?
Yes, I had one.
Burner
nice
Yard.
Huh?
Burner Yard.
I don't know what to
Okay.
keep up with this. Tried to cut the mesh out with a fucking can opener, and I fucking ripped the suit. She was screaming at me. You just bought that? Oh my god! The broad.
Yeah, but
My wife.
I don't get that. You just bought this. Like, all right, well, it's now over. I'll get a new one. You know,
But I had to wear the same bathing suit for 2 weeks. Didn't wash it once.
Then whatever. Who cares? It's like, all right.
I mean, it smelled.
I'm sure it did.
I'm
just saying. What do you think? 2 was gonna like be sanitary? Both of them would have stunk.
I'm not 100% sure if the other one would have fit me that good.
Of course. I'm just saying.
That big one was all right. It wasn't really a bathing suit. I don't know what it was.
And 1 shorts.
Shout out to him.
And 2. Hey, yo.
I was walking around that pool fucked up, and I could tell people were looking at me like, oh my.
Listen, this was the first time where I've seen everyone. You're also bigger. Everyone was everyone in your the eyes would just dart and fucking lock on you like a tractor beam. Kids.
When I come out of the pool, it's not a good sight. Everything's sticking.
Mm-hmm.
I got to pull it away from my wiener, get it on my ass crack, put my drink down. Yeah, dude, that was a problem. Ooh-wee.
Jesus Christ. I can't believe it's over.
I know. It feels like a dream.
Sure, for some. Nightmare for others.
Said you had a nice time. You had the holy moly Foley. Did you get a fucking barbecue slider, pork slider?
Yeah.
Then shut up. They fucked up the cake. Did you notice this?
No, I didn't have any.
Nobody had any.
All right.
But nobody was
Why are you yelling
supposed
at me?
to. I don't know.
Then if nobody was, what do you mean nobody's supposed to have cake?
It was supposed to be ceremonial. Did you have the fresh made malasadas?
I had everything.
Great. They were great.
Shaved ice.
Shaved ice.
Loco Moco.
Loco Moco.
Wasn't that there? There was a pork fried rice there.
Nah, it's not Loco
Okay.
Moco. That was just Kahlua pig fried rice, which was delicious.
My apologies.
Salmon was good. Thought that steak was a little rubbery, if I'm being honest.
It's all it's wedding food. It's not going to be bad. It's going to be like, it's buffet food.
But the cake was supposed to be
do
small.
you think do you think that's like what Brad Pitt's getting at his wedding? Like wedding food?
What do you think he's getting?
I don't know. I'm asking. Like, do you think it's like,
Oh, you're just asking. You weren't
like
taking
asking
a shot
because
at
you
me.
got to think it's like catered.
Because I took it as disrespect.
No. I'm just saying, like, at what point does that stop?
I think he has.
I mean,
I
you're
would
just-
have to say probably there.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, what are you cooking? Like every little piece of.
I think Nobu just like comes in or whatever.
Yeah, but they're still cooking it differently. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can't cook for fucking 300 people.
They cooked all that shit in that tent fucking
Also,
across
did
the
you
way.
see the Hawaiians are laxadated. It's island vibes.
Sure.
You see that one girl that was working? She had like bike shorts on. I thought she was exercising.
I did.
And then
She worked for the flowers.
Yeah.
She was
That's
one of the flower
insane to
groomers.
me to wear to a wedding. She was in like,
Yeah.
I'm about to hit a spin class. I mean, I wasn't complaining on the outfit, dog.
Yeah, they weren't really front of the house. They
were front of house.
No, she was breaking down the ceremony with the garland and all that stuff. I saw them.
I only ever saw her in the front of the house.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
She was during the cocktail hour. She was over at all the tables.
That'll be a strongly worded email.
Why didn't you alert me? There's a broad walking around in hot pants.
Dude, the coordinator was grifting me for the fucking for the gratuity. I went around that night with a stack of cash, broke off everybody that did the front of house stuff. All the servers, the bartenders, the DJ, everybody. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. Broke off the fucking back of the house for the catering and all that stuff.
Back of the boat.
Everybody taken care of. Fucking 2 days later, I'm getting the text. Hey, we'd like to wrap up the gratuity, whatever. I was like, I got everybody straightened out.
I took care of it.
Everybody. They're looking for theirs.
Nah, fuck them.
Nah, I got to give it to them. But I didn't like that at all. Plus, I smashed up the rent-a-car.
Did you?
Yeah.
Where?
Fucking up.
Blame that on valet.
Getting shrimp in the North Shore. Ran right into a rock. Pulling out of a parking lot.
I mean, you stink.
Scratched up the whole side. Bumper fucking smashed in. Dropped it off.
They'll get you.
Yeah, will they?
They got me. They got me when somebody banged up the minivan wherever the.
What'd they say?
I don't know. They billed me for like $860, and then I just didn't say anything, and they kept emailing me, "Hey, you owe $860. Hey, whatever. Hey, whatever. Some point, yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't think maybe they ran the card or something. I
Because
forget.
we got out of there quick. But
Yeah, they'll
nobody
get you.
checked the car.
Doesn't
Nobody
matter.
checked the car.
They'll get you. They'll check the car before it goes out again. And they're gonna go, oh, well, these 15 scratches are here, and they're gonna go, well, they weren't there when we gave it to that fat guy.
Smells like hamburgers in here.
It smells like a guy's wearing a bathing suit for 2 weeks straight.
Dude, it was all sandy and shit. I can imagine. Just my raw
Treated like a
butt.
motel room.
Woo-wee.
That poor bastard gets that car. Yeah, they'll bill you or something.
Hotel, great.
Hotel was nice.
They were,
yeah, I mean,
they
we
were fantastic.
Yeah, we went over this. All that stuff was fucking. Like I said, I was shocked at.
That
how
was
it
our
went
big,
over.
you know, my biggest concern. I wanted everybody to be happy.
I think everybody was fantastically happy. I
Yeah.
would have to say. Yeah. I, on the other hand, I fucking got home. In-laws land the day after or something like that.
This makes it all a little bit sweeter.
In-laws, I get 2.
I'm on a gold-plated phone. Sick as a dog, huh?
I get 2. So it's my brother-in-law, my wife's husband, and my brother-in-law and
Your
sister.
wife's husband?
My wife, he's a
Freaky
nice guy. My wife's brother, his wife, and then our niece, their daughter.
Right.
Oh,
you sent a picture. Cute as a button.
I didn't send you a picture. I didn't like how you got that either.
What do you mean?
You're like, that little girl's so cute.
the birds were talking.
I didn't know that, but we weren't in like
We're
a
wives now.
No, we weren't in like a group.
We're practically
He just
married.
texted me. I'm like delirious. I'm having like fever dreams, and he's like, "That's."
I didn't know this
He's
at
like,
the
"That
time."
little girl's so cute," and I'm like, "What are you here? What the fuck? What are you downstairs? What the fuck?"
Come down. This schnitzel's unbelievable. I'm down there speaking fluent German. What the fuck?
Entschuldigung.
Okay.
So we're in New York, right?
What the fuck you doing up there?
It's fucking. When they're landing in New York, I had to get to fucking New York.
Did you go to the Pieces for Christmas?
Went to my sister's
Okay, Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve.
You fly into Philly?
No. Woke up, did Christmas Eve.
I didn't want to say nothing, but I had to walk between terminals in Sacramento.
Oh, sorry.
I had to fucking go through TSA twice. They had fucking drugs on me. Almost got me jammed up.
I mean, you fucking stink. So I do Christmas Eve in my family, at my sister's. Wake up, drive back to New York because her family's coming in the morning. So
Wait,
then,
hold on a second. Go back. You landed Christmas Eve in New York.
24th.
Yes.
Drive down from JFK to my sister's outside Philadelphia.
Gotcha.
Stay there.
Right.
Wake up.
Uh-huh.
Drive back to New York. Crazy.
Christmas Day.
Christmas Day.
No traffic.
No
though.
traffic. I'll give you that.
Hey, what are you bitching about?
Just me and all the Hasids out.
on your way to see fucking the Timothy Chalamet movie.
Sure. Get back, which was kind of nice. All the moving and shaking. I just had to, that was my only obligation. Didn't get the kids. This is the first year I didn't get the kids fucking anything. The boys. My sister took care of their, but I just took the boys out to get shoes around fucking Thanksgiving.
Okay.
So, like, their parents are like, he just bought you fucking shoes. Like, he ain't getting you fucking... And they didn't go for the cheap shoes either. Shout out to Mike at Sneaker Suplex.
Of course.
So I just fucking greased them with cash. I was just like, I don't fucking have... I was like, here, give this... break this... Spread this around. I don't fucking... I'm tanking here, dude. I'm fucking got nothing in the tank. I'm wearing fucking dirty undies. I was just on a fucking 12-hour flight. I'm done. So... drive back up to New York the next day. Her family comes in the 26th, right? 26th. I got a little moving and shaking to do or something. Or maybe I just needed sleep.
You got a little tickle in your throat.
I just needed sleep. So I just meet them for dinner
Okay.
at the Smith. Which, by the way, if you're coming into New York, I just sent fucking the big man, Chris Myers, to the Smith. He's like, I'm in New York. I'm looking for a last-minute reservation. I got there, 7 of us with kids. Where do we go? The Smith.
Perfect spot.
It's elevated. It's nice enough, but it's like a bar. It's like a fancy bar.
You like a nice Caesar?
They got a good. It's not crazy expensive.
Good burger, good Caesar.
Good burger. If you don't have to be dressed up, it's not like you can roll in jeans and a fucking t-shirt and flip flops, whatever the fuck. Doesn't matter. It's easy peasy. Highly recommend. So I go. Let's just go. We go to the Smith. Meet them at the Smith.
Mm-hmm.
But they do this thing where like my wife did it. They made, let's say the reservation was for like 6. I was home, and I was like, my wife met up with them before, and then she's like, we'll just meet at the thing at like 5:30 or whatever. I'm like, all right, I'll meet you at 5:30 at the Smith. I then get a call, hey, it's like 5. We're going to head over at 5. I'm like, for what? Well, we're just going to, like, I don't get a drink. So then they get there, and they get seated. So now I'm like 40 minutes out, which I was supposed to be 20 minutes early for dinner.
Put the order in?
I go, hey, you're now I'm the guy showing up. It's these 2 people that I don't really know. I met one other time in 2017, this couple.
Oh, this isn't Chris Myers.
No, this is my in-laws.
Gotcha.
And they have a friend and 2 kids.
Wow.
So it's my brother-in-law, my sister-in-law, my niece. Another couple that has 2 kids. They're great. It was fantastic. Great hang. Got to jump on that tab.
Did you?
I have to. I can't do especially, you don't like the fucking, this and this and this.
I just did it for fucking 2 weeks straight.
I know, but
somebody make a goddamn move.
Add a second language to that. They all start conversing and I get tense. So I just, there you go.
You know, just stand.
Well, welcome to America. I'm done.
M&M stores over there.
I'll see you on the flight out.
My one cousin's husband, stand-up guy.
The guy I know?
The guy you know?
Old guy?
No. He's
cousin's
he's
husband.
The best. He's the best.
Okay, yeah. He's the only sane one out of the bunch.
He's the only sane one. I don't know if you had too much interaction with this cousin's husband, but one of the nights we were all out together, and I think it was the first time that he was out to dinner, like with us.
Okay.
Where they weren't doing their own thing or whatever. But it had started to circulate. He keeps getting the checks. I was dying. I can't take
I'm going to pay for this one, I swear.
I can't
Guys,
take the
really.
anxiety. I can't. I just can't. I have to make the move.
We're nuts.
He comes up. He's like, absolutely fucking not.
I'll split it with you.
He was like,
absolutely not. My share is $18.50.
He's like, absolutely not. He's like, you're not doing this.
Good.
Yeah. He could buy me and sell me.
Sure.
He's like, you're not. He's like,
most people can at this point. I think you got $4,000.
Here we go.
So the next day,
everybody loves a comeback.
The next day, we got to do the fucking. You're just like a tourist for that fucking. And now, dude, this is New York City, December 27th, the height of fucking Christmas tour. This is the height of tourism in New York City. There's not a place someone from another country wants to go that's not going to be packed. It's just not. So I start putting my foot down. I get the itinerary.
They weren't looking for a midnight hang with Rubinoff and Ryan D at the Shade Bar.
Hey, if you buy 5 shots, he gives you a free one, huh? It's worth it in the long run.
Let me take you to the place where I get tanked with my buddies and talk shit in the wee hours of the night.
Yeah, I'm complaining about you to them. Hey, he's a fucking idiot, you know. Who gets married in Hawaii?
I'm bitching about some booker. What? You believe that shit?
They're booking that guy? You seen these lineups?
Okay. Oh, man,
So
I'm
I get the
sorry.
itinerary and I start cherry picking the things I'm definitely not doing.
Which
I'm
is
not
good.
going-
You can do that.
Well, they're here for fucking a week.
Yeah.
And they're coming to the burbs with us.
I wouldn't be able to get away
So I'm
with
like,
that.
listen, I'll do the dinner. I'll do the lunch. I'm not doing the fucking...
Wow, that's real boss shit.
I'm not going to the fucking Chelsea Market again. I'm not going to the Edge. I'm not going to the Hive. I'm not going to the... I'm not doing it.
I don't want to see Stomp.
I ain't doing Ellis Island. I ain't doing it. Although I did do the Circle Line boat tour.
That's not bad. You can get fucked up on that.
All right, I'll go.
It was so cold, dude. I think that's what got me sick.
Well,
It was
yeah, wait a
freezing.
minute.
It was fucking
That's an open window.
open window.
They used those in D-Day. They did. Yes, they did.
They used the Circle Line boats
Google
in
that.
D-Day?
They used those boats in D-Day. Not to
those
take
exact
the beach.
boats.
Yes, some of those exact boats.
You're telling me some of those boats are 75 years
Yes. They got no goddamn windows on them.
old? No, not my boat. My boat was at least from the 60s.
Tell
I'm not
me
saying
I'm
they
wrong.
didn't. They might have been phased out. That's an old boat.
So far, I'm seeing Foley's right. I need to do a little more research.
I understand. I'm saying not the ones that are still working today.
I think so.
I understand that. I'm sure some of
They
them.
got pirate ships out there that are still sailing. Once
Yeah,
you
they're not
build
doing.
that
They're not
thing-
doing runs to Ellis Island 10 times a day all year long.
sucking up diapers and shit.
Fucking running over kayakers. Dude, it was so cold. It was
dragging Jimmy Noodles behind.
It was so cold you couldn't sit down. The seats were so cold, dude. I was freezing, and I was so mad.
The boats were retired.
They were retired.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
But like 2008.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's still like 20 fucking years ago. It's not like it was yesterday.
That was a big selling point with our family when we did it in like 2000.
Fucking all those fucking officer doofies lining up. Also, this fucking guy.
Oh, hold on. We did Pearl Harbor with our whole family.
Yeah.
Your mom was putting pins on everybody when we were leaving.
Those
Kevin, do you want a pin? Don't touch me, lady. I'm fucking, my obligations are done.
Here, your shot last night, skank.
Fucking, what were we dancing to? Back it up and dump it? Or what was it? From the windows to the wall?
Her behavior was legendary.
Yeah, I mean, this is trodden. I mean, you're both nuts. It's like it's performative between both of you. It's this fucking.
She had the
It's
place
like
on
it's
lock.
like dinner theater.
Will they? Won't they?
Yeah.
She had the place on
You guys
lock,
end up
though.
boning.
She had the place on lock. She had her girl at the Starbucks that she had her spot for the heaters. She had her running around back and forth.
Yeah, no,
she
I
had
know.
that clear bag.
Sure.
And yeah, all those pins were from my dad's funeral.
I know. I heard.
We got there. I looked at everybody like, what are you guys, running for office? What the fuck? Why is everybody wearing this?
She was keeping her heaters in her bra. That was the whole time.
And the butts. I only brought 3 heaters with me. I need yours. That's what she was saying to me. I only brought 3 heaters. I'm going to need some. I'm throwing her at her. Keep her happy. Keep that broad in marble lights. Dude, the guy on the announcer guy, which is like, this is a very New York thing. The tour guides in New York are all failed something.
Sure.
Right? They're all
Or aspiring.
or aspiring. This
Yeah.
guy was failed.
Okay. Was it me?
Gippy. Cold as shit out here, huh, big guy? I mean, dude, he talked. The last 25 minutes, I'm not even fucking around, were about 9/11 and not even New York and not his day on 9/11. And I know
Get up, I had a bagel.
I know what you're I know what you're thinking. Was he working? He was not. He had kidney surgery and was home in bed in Queens. But for 25 minutes, talked about his day. And I'm all like, this is new. You couldn't have run out of stuff to talk
What's that building?
Yeah, you couldn't have run out of stuff to talk about in fucking New York City. It's not like it's like a fucking rinky-dink town here. There's more facts to fill the time than what you were doing on 9/11.
Other than your kidney stones.
So it was nuts. I know what you're thinking. I was home in Queens. It's like nobody wanted to know that. But
They take you all the way around? Or like a little U?
you get down to the Statue of Liberty, bust, you know, down to like fucking Seaport, South Seaport, whatever, and bust a UE and come back, the harbor.
Okay.
Do you know what's not called the Hudson River?
What's it called?
On no map is it called the Hudson River. The North River or something like that?
Are you thinking of the East River? 'Cause
No.
that's not really a river.
No, I believe it's the...
Fun fact about that.
The Dutch called it the North River.
But I think on no map, he said on no maps does it come up as the Hudson River. I don't know. I mean, this
It
guy's
was on
also
pills.
this guy's on Quaalude still from the fucking...
Talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. He was whack-a-doodle, this fucking guy. So, that's... whatever. That's the 27th. That night, I go out. Is it true?
That statement is incorrect. The Hudson River is
yeah.
clearly visible on most standard maps.
This guy's all fucking...
Goddamn kidney
He also had a pretty good line. He's like, on 9/11, I was sick. The original World Trade Tower attack, I was sick. On this day, I was sick. So you're lucky I'm here today. I mean, like, no national tragedy was going to
pretty good.
It's pretty good.
It's all right.
So then that night I go out, do some sets that night.
Some spots.
Spots, bombing up, catching heaters, drinking beers.
Mhm.
Just one of those tough nights where there's just no one's hanging. I was just sitting there by myself for like fucking 3 hours. You're like, what the fuck am I doing here with my life? I fucking should be out on a Circle Line boat somewhere. But end up bumping into a buddy of ours, have a couple of pops, you know, whole
Feller I know?
yeah.
Okay.
He's not a friend. Zahid.
Ah, very nice.
Yeah. Hanging with him, just beers, eaters, whole 9 yards. Wake up the next day, got to go to the burbs. We're all going to the we're going to the burbs. I got a day. That was Friday, so I have Saturday. We get to the burbs. We got to clean. This house is not in shape for fucking. There's 1, 2, 3. There's 7 people coming to stay with us.
Wait, they're already here though.
I know, but they're in New York.
You're going down early.
I'm going down to the burbs a day early to get the place ready because they're all coming down.
Ooh, that sucks, man.
The friend and the 2 were staying with us.
I was getting fucked up with turtles
for a night or 2, right? And then my brother-in-law, sister-in-law, and niece are staying with us. They're still there. They're with us till next week. So, I gotta get this house in shape. This house ain't in shape. It's been a fucking construction.
You got all that shit there? You got a vacuum and all that crap?
Yes, man. I got a vacuum at a house.
I
I've
don't
owned for
know.
18 months. Yeah, I got a vacuum.
I don't know what you do.
But like the kids, we don't have all the bedrooms furnished. You know what I mean? We got 3 bedrooms furnished.
Hope you don't mind sleeping in a windowsill.
So the kids got an air mattress.
European, you're used to that.
The kids got an air. 2 of the kids, the 2 young boys got an air mattress. They're like, yeah, fucking, 5 and 6 or something like that.
Now, you don't know these guys, these kids.
I don't know the kids, no.
Huh.
I've met the friends once.
Who are they to you?
Who?
What do they think you are?
What do you mean?
What are the kids?
I don't.
Strange
They don't,
man
they
who
don't
stays
speak
in
English.
his room?
Yeah. So we're there. So Saturday.
Shows up every once in a while.
Saturday, I'm running around getting the fucking place together. It's a fucking melee, just this and that and this, and you're like, you're just like, we'll just close this door and tell them it's off limits and stuff. Like, you know what I mean? You're just like really fucking.
That room's on it.
You're really fucking making concessions of like, all right, no one goes down the basement as I'm like hucking a fucking ottoman down the stairs.
Bag of leaves.
Cat.
All right.
So then we got Hans too. So
Man, I really fucked up your holidays, didn't I?
So whatever. They get there. It's a whole thing. They get there. It's great. Now I'm starting to feel a little run down. Something. You feel the tick. I woke up with a little tickle in the throat.
How do joints feeling? You start feeling that little...
In the morning, not so much. In the morning, it's just like you're still groggy and stuff. You're like, hot shower. I'll pop out of this.
Sometimes it don't.
Around 1 p.m., they're like, we're going to walk to whatever and do whatever. I'm like, all right, babe, I got to fucking sit this one out. I'm like, I gotta get my feet under me. This is a whirlwind I'm in here. So they go. And then at this point, I'm like, oh, I'm proper fucking... there ain't no bouncing back from this. This is going to be 48 hours. But, like, still probably like, I just got a head cold.
Did you hit an airborne or something? Get a Sudafed in you?
So I hit I get an emergency in me.
Emergency sizzly.
Woo!
Smashing the glass.
Hey, cholesterol was dipping for a second there. I do an now at this point it's nighttime. Yeah, it's like nighttime.
Are you guys sleeping in your own guest bedroom? You don't do that thing, do you?
What?
My mom used to do that.
Sleep in the no.
My mom would give the bed, if it was like an older aunt or uncle, they would give their bed to them and they would sleep in the guest room.
No.
These weird sex thing. They were doing.
Staking claims. Oh, maybe they were swinging. No. So the couple, we have a bedroom on the first floor, like an in-law suite on the first floor that we converted the office into that. So that's where her brother, sister, and niece stayed. The other couple and the two kids all stayed upstairs.
But you would have a room to quarantine in.
Well, at this point, it's about 8 o'clock, and I'm like, yo, I'm running to the fucking Rite Aid. I'm going to get some fucking Tussin, which, by the way, I haven't had Robitussin. I took a shot of Robitussin, and I mean,
delicious,
like back to childhood. Like it's such a unique fucking taste where you're like, holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
So get a hot shower, right? Actually, take a nice tubby.
So sad you trying to shake this off like it's going to work.
I'm doing that stuff where I'm like, I took a liquid IV.
Fake cough medicine in a hot shower.
thinking it'll bounce back, right? And I lay down. And at that
your eyes start glassing up.
Oh, man. And it hit me like a ton of bricks.
Fever?
Dude, I've never been hit with a fever so bad.
Fevers freak me out.
So I'm shivering. Nadine comes up and I'm shivering. And she's like, I'm like, well, I don't want to get you sick. So I'm like, this is bad. I've come to I'm fucking crazy
Get
sick.
away.
So we have another guest room that's empty. So we also have a twin mattress that we bought for the niece on a cot, but she's sleeping in the bed. Also, my brother-in-law's sick. He's going to stay on the couch.
He's sick, too?
He's sick. So we get the fucking...
Jesus.
I take the twin mattress upstairs, and it's laying on just on the fucking dusty hardwood floor. It's the room that I didn't clean is where I'm now fucking off to. There's no area rug. It's just like it's like a storage room. At this point, like my golf clubs are in there. I got a couple pairs of shoes laying around, dirty undies and shit. It's bad. It looks like we flopped that. I don't have the energy to put sheets on, so I just do the fucking not the fitted sheet, like the top sheet, and I just lay that over, and it doesn't. And I just plop down, and I'm shivering, and I fall asleep for what I think is like 10 hours. At like 8 o'clock, I wake up. At 8:45. Mid-fever dream. I don't know what's real, what's not. It's like I'm detoxing from heroin, dude. I'm fucking...
Is my head like circling around here? Just laughing. I turned into the devil at some point.
I was like having this dream where like I needed to collect chests, like treasure chests, and stack them. My whole... I thought I would do it like I was on peyote or something. Or what's that thing that everybody...
Ayahuasca?
Yeah, where you...
DMT.
DMT. That's what it was like. Or my buddy Vinny with the skinny took it. He said he got on a roller coaster car and went into his mouth and down into his body. And he's like the ride was like 100 years long. Came to it was like 14 minutes.
I want to try that.
Vinny with the skinny has done his fair share of extracurricular activities.
Sure.
And after he came out, we were like, "What happened?" He goes, "I don't want to talk about it." We were like, "Okay, psycho."
Yeah, shit'll show you the real deal. He say.
So I'm fucking tossing. The night seemed like a million. I didn't think I was like genuinely. It sounds overdramatic, but like, dude, I was like sweating and then shivering and sweating, like to the point where I'd be like, I gotta get up and pee, but I'm like, I can't. I'd sit there and think for like 15 minutes of like, all right, man, you just got to do it. You just got to do it. Be fucking shiver my little fucking ass off.
The bed's soaked.
Oh, dude, I'm
that's
changing
the
T-shirts
worst.
every 15. T-shirts and undies, I'm changing every 15 minutes. It's like I'm fucking doing spin classes. It's crazy. So that was like, all right. Hopefully the next day, like, you know,
I had a bad piece of sushi one night.
I proceeded to be in bed for the next 6 days. This is the first day. I got out of bed yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
You gonna get us sick?
No.
All right.
Took a COVID test, negativo.
Okay.
I mean, which was nice, too, because you're just in bed. And it's like, dude, I needed to get my feet back under me. Well, there's also that point where you're like, all right, the worst of the sickness is, so you start like.
That's the best.
You're just like, you start feeling a little better, too. And you're like, all right, yeah, like, you're not in pain. You're not aching. You don't have a fever. You're like, I still had a fever.
You got your whole life in front of you.
Dude, the one night I changed clothes 6 times. 6 times.
Real prima donna. Huh?
Last night was the first night that I didn't have to wait, because I didn't have to wake up. And 2 nights ago, I changed the sheets. Woo! Couldn't tell me, dude. Those sheets were grody. Man, I was waiting for I was waiting for everybody to, because you got to think, these people are in shape Europeans. You know, they don't eat like I eat. You know what I mean? Gibby needs his feeding.
I got a bad slice of pizza last night.
They don't eat like I eat. So they're like, I might do a yogurt or something. And I'm like, I need, you know.
Wait, were you still hungry through all this?
Oh yeah.
That's weird.
I was the only time I was leaving, I was driving to Wawa by myself.
What?
I was going to Wawa.
With a fever?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Uh-huh.
You don't leave that. That's how you get pneumonia.
No, that's how you get sizzlies.
That's how you try that new mac and cheese with bacon.
I'd leave and get bagels.
Crush a Gatorade?
Oh, I'm going to go to Wawa to get some Gatorade.
She let you go?
What? She don't know what's going on. She's got 15 people running around the house.
Did she think you were faking it at all?
No.
That would have been the first.
Because her
wall I
brother
had to
was
get
down
over.
and out too, so it was like, and then Denise was sick, and my wife wasn't feeling great too. So it was like fucking Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. But man, the one time I ordered a bunch of food on Uber Eats, they were supposed to be leaving.
That's what are you, like a roommate?
That's what I felt like.
No. Did you take it upstairs?
Yeah, I ate every meal in bed. Eating takeout in bed as a 38-year-old man while your family's downstairs is a crazy feeling.
What are you eating? Laying sideways, eating it like that? Where'd you sit?
I sat up and put a pillow on my lap.
You got your shows going? Did you have your shows?
Law and Order marathons, dog.
Dude, I would have got that. Never would have flowed.
I was so sick.
You're
dude.
faking it. Who eats when they got a fever?
What do you mean? You need your strength.
Dude, that's 104 fever, and you're crushing a fucking chicken
parm. I did. Dude, there was a couple of times.
That doesn't add up, man.
The one time I ordered, I'm a fat ass. I hadn't eaten all day.
Wait, what happened when the Uber Eats guy showed up? I thought this was going to be a fraternity house.
Dude, the one time they were all leaving, like, oh, we're going to go drive around, go to the store, whatever. I'm like, all right, yeah. When you leaving? Like, oh, like 15 minutes. I'm like, okay, cool. So I placed the order, you know. A chicken parm and an order of fries. 2 liter of Diet Coke. That's all they had.
That's not on the get better list.
I like the bubbles. I'm eating again. I'm
Some
sweating.
jalapeno poppers for my throat.
Yeah, that was a crab cake.
Dude, that's crazy. What did your wife say?
She didn't know about everything. She didn't know. She knew I was getting food. She didn't know what.
But I'm saying,
I would
when
run
you
right upstairs on the second I got back. I was playing heavy defense. So
you're telling me. You're telling me.
They don't know what I ate the whole time.
They're all there.
Yeah.
The doorbell rings.
No, I would only get delivery.
Well, you said you got caught one day with.
Hold on.
okay.
Let me finish. So they're like, we're leaving in 15 minutes. You know what I mean? You're in the burb, so like Uber Eats ain't fucking zipping around like the city. You know what I mean? So it might be a fucking hour or something. So I place an order for a chicken parm hero.
As one tends to do
In order
when they have a high fever.
You gotta sweat it out.
Did you go and get a prescription for that?
Doctor's orders.
I got it right here.
You got a coupon? The copay? My copay? Oh God. So I order, and it was a quick. Someone was like in the hopper ready, and it was like it'll be here.
Hey, Charlie Hustle, take it
It'll
easy,
be
Lee.
there in 18 minutes or something. And I'm like, they said they weren't leaving. They're like, oh, we're leaving in 15 minutes. And then I waited 5 minutes and ordered it. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, I wanted
The best laid plans,
I want a little bit of a buffer zone.
like Dunkirk. Jammed up on the beach.
And then they can't find the keys to the car. And they're just I'm a sitting duck, and this guy I'm on the map, and they're getting closer and closer. Now I'm down there helping them look for the keys. It's all hands on deck at this point to get them out of the house. I'm searching my jacket because I had used the car last to go get my Sizzlies that morning.
Did you bring anything back for them?
What?
From
I got her brother a Gatorade and a coffee.
Sugar-free small one.
Pour him a little bit out of my Mondo one. Easy does it. You don't want too much. And then another time, they were gone again, and I ordered, or maybe I was leaving. I was at the door. I guess I was leaving, and I didn't know her brother was still there. He was, like, napping on the couch. And I'm like, they like walk somewhere, and I'm like, I'm going to take the car and go to fucking Wawa, dude, and get a hoagie or something. Eating hoagies in your bed is crazy. It's crazy. Eating pizza in bed, too.
Where'd you get the pizza?
Well, they had ordered, and then she's like, I'll grab you a slice just in case you want it. Yeah, you grab me a slice in case I want it.
A slice? What, they didn't get a pie?
No, I think they ordered, I think they got, like, pasta dishes or whatever.
Sure,
and
I
then
respect that.
She walked in to pick it up and was like, oh, can I add on a slice of plain?
For Kevin? Yeah, he already ordered.
We're headed. You want to take this? You want to drop this off for us? And I'm like leaving, and he's like, "Where you going? Are you leaving? You going to get something to eat?" And I was like, fucking, because I thought I was home alone, and the couch is like right by the door, and I couldn't.
Keep your fucking mouth shut.
Nobody fucking saw this, okay, pussy? Yeah, it's been. They don't know. And then at one point they were all talking about me. My wife said, because like they didn't. This is the chicken parm night. They didn't know I ate. There was no evidence that I ate because they were gone. It came. I ate. And then I went to put my, takeout trash in the trash, and it was full. So then I had to take the trash bag out. So I'm clean. Unless they go in the garage and start poking around the trash bags, I'm out clean.
See the crime scene tape up?
And they, so the next morning, my wife's like, you must be starving. I'm like, yeah, I could eat. I could eat. She's like, did you eat dinner last night? And I was like, yeah, like lunch, dinner, you know what I mean? She's like, she's like, you ordered when we were gone, didn't you? And I was like, yeah. I was like, how'd you know? She's like, we all knew something. Because they're like, when are you eating?
There's no way this fat fuck.
He doesn't have his secret feeding zones. Yeah, it was bad.
Eating chicken parms on a fucking twin mattress on the floor.
No. At this point, I had moved to what their friend had left. I had moved to the guest room, and that's when I really started coming into my own.
You're in the love suite. You got a real TV in there, don't you?
No, not in that one.
That'd have been
I
cool.
had my laptop, my phone. Man, my screen time was cooking. I mean, like 19 hours a day. I was sleeping 2 hours a night. That's all I was doing. I'd sleep from 1:30 to 3:30 and I'd
Jet
wake up.
lagged.
Well, no, not at that point. Man.
No?
Fucking delusional at that point. But we're back, baby. 2025. Stay alive.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it was fucking congratulations again.
Thank you.
Happy to put this wedding narrative to bed. I mean, I think we've wrung out every possible ounce of content and storyline we could have from the wedding that ended up bankrupting you.
It was a wild ride. can't can't thank everybody for being along for this.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, love you guys. It means the world to me. Yeah.
Yeah, we love you, gang.
See you next week.
Peace.
Peace.